When I had the insomnia, I could not sleep. I used to see like a shadow of a man all the time in the corner of my room trying to kill me. Because of my family belief, they brought us to different spiritual healers, thinking that those that will help us to become better in life, to have a better career. Actually, this made me to become so depressed, and I could not sleep at night. I used to see like a shadow of a man all the time in the corner of my room trying to kill me. When I was trying like to scream, it felt like the word wasn't coming through my mouth. Every time I felt like I had to go to bed, I had a pressure inside of my heart that I could not breathe, because of the thought of thinking this is what's gonna happen to me if I'm going to bed. Constantly I had to sleep with the light on. More than 10 years I suffer from this problem, but I could not understand why this was happening to me, because none of this was happening to my brother and my sister. So for me, I felt so ashamed to tell my friend or my other family. I didn't see a way out. I didn't see that there was a solution to this problem. With this as well led me to be someone that was crying a lot, because I felt very empty. Although I had like many qualifications, I did many other courses to upgrade my skills. I went to university, but I couldn't really keep a job like for long. Maximum I would stay in the workplace was like a year. And after either I was made redundant or the company would be going into administration. But I couldn't understand, because every time I was looking for a job, I would send my CV, do the application form, but nothing was happening. And in my mind, I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? Because I know I can do the work, I have the qualification, I have the experience, but for some reason I could not get the job. Not having a stable work, so I became homeless. Then I had to go and live with a friend, so the situation was very difficult for me and very humiliated. I came to this country for a better life, and when I look at myself and feel like that wasn't the life that I thought that I would have. My friend from university knew the issue that I was going through. She invited me to the Universal Church, so I decided to go because I wanted a solution. I wanted to see the result of my life.
When she first came to the church, I remember that she was really sad, frustrated. She had gone through many problems, didn't know why she was facing these problems. She didn't understand why, that the problems that she was facing, the root of it was spiritual.
For me, it was a different environment. It was something I never used to, because with the way that people pray, with the way that the pastor was preaching and saying that my life could change, those are the words that I never heard before. I remember the first time I came was a Friday service, and I remember after the service I went home and I realized that from that time I was able to sleep at night. Like the first night for a long time I was able to sleep without the light on and without having all this panic attack, or without having seen the shadow of this person trying to kill me during my sleep. Although I've been in the church for like 4 years, as a result, like I was free from the panic attack, I was free from the insomnia, but I still had a lot of doubt inside of me. I had, it's like I couldn't let it go. In my mind, I thought it was so hard to surrender to something that I cannot see. So that was the thing that was going on inside of me. There was a time where a campaign of faith was announced in the church, so I decided to take part of this campaign. Because I wanted to be free, I wanted to surrender my entire life, so I decided to sell a necklace that my mother gave me. Usually she doesn't really give me any gift, so for me it was something very precious. The Holy Spirit showed me what I needed to do, so which was the necklace. So I decided to sacrifice this. And also, like, every minute and every second that I had, I was like seeking God, talking to Him and telling Him the reason why I want to receive the Holy Spirit, the reason why I needed Him inside of me to help me.
She started to seek the Holy Spirit, seek to be baptized in the Holy Spirit, and started to really focus on a personal relationship with God. She started to surrender herself, and I think that was key to her going forward.
When I climbed the altar, I placed my life on the altar. I placed all this insecurity, all the doubt, all the fear that I had, all the old way that I used to think that I'm not capable of doing things or my life will not change. I placed all of this on the altar. A week after that, I received the Holy Spirit. And for me, it was completely a great joy because I never really felt really happy. I was someone constantly sad and felt like I was really empty. But when I received the Holy Spirit, I had the joy knowing that God is inside of me. That's the greatest thing ever.
When she received the Holy Spirit and she started to really use her faith, you know, there was a transformation, and then she broke through.
Then from that, my life changed. Like, God blessed me. Like, in my financial life, I was able to clear all the debt that I had. Now I'm working, I have a great job. I've been there for like 9 years. I'm working in a field that I always wanted to work. I was able also to purchase my first property. So very soon I'll be moving into my own house. My life has completely changed, but nothing is like better or greater than the Holy Spirit. I've learned that without the Holy Spirit, I cannot do anything. So He was the one that was able to help me. I know that with the Holy Spirit, I can overcome those difficulties and I can reach higher. So if my life can change, I'm sure your life can.